What happens when a starving boy dares to ask for more? In the final part of our analysis of Oliver Asks for More, we see how Oliver is punished, not helped, for simply asking for food. Charles Dickens uses this moment to expose the cruelty of the workhouse system and the inhuman way society treated the poor. Join me as we unravel how a simple request reveals a greater injustice. In our previous video, we had seen how Oliver had dared to ask for more. His request was, "Please, sir," he said, "I want some more." The master was a fat, healthy man, but he went very pale. Please note the contrast between the starving boy and the well-fed, plump man who was serving him. He looked with surprise at the small boy. He was surprised at his audacity. "What?" said the master at last in a quiet voice. "Please, sir," repeated Oliver, "I want some more." The master hit Oliver with his spoon, then seized him and cried for help, as if he has gotten hold of a criminal and he needs extra support to capture him. Oliver is treated like that. Mr. Bumble rushed into the room and the master told him what Oliver had said. "He asked for more?" Mr. Bumble cried. "I cannot believe it. One day they will hang the boy." So you see how his request has been viewed as a crime, how they have exaggerated this out of proportion. What Mr. Bumble tries to say is that this boy is sure to grow up to be a criminal for the audacity that he has shown at this young age. And so he says one day they will hang the boy. This boy will be hanged one day. He took Oliver away and shut him in a dark room. So he is punished. The next morning, a notice appeared on the workhouse gate. £5 were offered to anybody who would take Oliver Twist. So now they are trying to sell him as cheap child labor. Oliver was a prisoner in that cold, dark room for a whole week. Every morning he was taken outside to wash and Mr. Bumble beat him with a stick. Then he was taken into the large hall where the boys had their soup. Mr. Bumble beat him in front of everybody. He cried all day. When night came, he tried to sleep, but he was cold, lonely, and frightened. Now, this tells us vividly about the cruelty of the times. Oliver is beaten not simply for punishment's sake. He has been made a grim spectacle. He is supposed to be an example. So they are trying to break the spirit of every child who might have the courage to speak up. So you see that how calculated is their cruelty. But one day, outside the high workhouse gate, Mr. Bumble met Mr. Sowerberry. Mr. Sowerberry was a tall, thin man who wore black clothes and made coffins. Many of his coffins were for the poor people who died in the workhouse. So there were many people who lived in the workhouse in unsanitary conditions, and there was rampant outbreak of diseases. The people were in ill health. And we see that this man, Mr. Swarberry, would sell coffins to whom? To the poor people who died in the workhouse. "I have prepared the coffins for the 2 women who died last night," he said to Mr. Bumble. "Good," said Mr. Bumble. "You will be rich one day, Mr. Swarberry." You can understand that Mr. Bumble tells Mr. Swarberry that he will be rich one day by selling coffins to the poor in the workhouse. Look at the insensitivity of it all. Now, Mr. Bumble's commentary to Mr. Swarberry that he will be rich one day reveals a grim truth, that it is through selling coffins to the poor in the workhouses that Mr. Swarberry's business will thrive. This sinister remark made by Mr. Bumble underscores the irony of the system, where under the guise of charity, they are simply exploiting the poor, and their need is commodified and they are dehumanized as objects of profit. Do you know anybody who wants a boy and £5? He raised his stick and pointed to the notice on the gate. So again we see that how Mr. Bumble is trying to profit from the poor's suffering. We have come to the end of the chapter. If you like my work, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such literature deep dives. Thank you for watching.